This was a whole moment for you, sir.
You should like, Mom, great arm.
Or like, nice.
Y'all, okay. So I really feel bad, and I'm gonna publicly apologize to you one more time. So he had a gig. He DJs at a lot of elementary schools, like, everywhere. But like this, it was a Nerf gun war for moms and their sons, right? He already did the sweetheart dance with the dads and daughters. So it was a Nerf gun war, and I was like, oh, I think wouldn't it be funny if all the kids shot him? But they had like those shields, like the little blow up ones. So I was like, just hide behind the shield. I didn't really think that the kids would like run around the back of the shield and shoot them from the back. They were terrible.
It'd be your own.
I got it on video. It's really cool to watch. But then he turns around and he comes over there and he got hit in the eye and the ankles. I felt so bad. He was just like, Mom, and I'm like, turn to the wall and get yourself together.
Nerf bullets to the ankle don't sound too bad.
Bro, they don't, but when they were shooting him, they accidentally was hitting me, and I didn't have a shield, and I was like, Mayday! Mayday! They hurt. Oh yes, those kids were aiming to kill.
Oh yeah.
Like they grew up
gun guns, they even believe it.
Yes. Y'all, they had thousands of darts everywhere. It was crazy. We need to do something like that.
I went paintballing like one time, and like it was crazy because I was amped, but I got a little, chest started beating fast because he was like, all right, countdown. Everybody started being stealthy. I'm like, wait. We playing. Wait, this is
Oh, they ready.
She was out in the open with her gun.
I'm like, what are you doing?
All right, guys, we're gonna start, right?
So I'm like behind the barrel, like, all right, cool, all right. And then they go, dude, everybody, I'm like, all right, I'm about to just get up and do it. As soon as I get up, hit in the neck.
Oh, you got me.
I gotta be in water. I said, look at this.
Right, you would be gone.
That gone. First time I didn't shoot
First
my
shot.
I'm out.
I
I ain't playing yet. I can't wait. Y'all on the ground.
You better have your feet on the ground.
He got like a little bush blanket.
Right?
You see his hair pop out, it look like a little bit of grass.
My dude painted green.
Right, yes.
Right.
Came up. That is so funny.
I heard there's a lot of them. I just always miss. I get invited and I miss the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yo, like that's the benefit of like being in Texas, i.e. Houston, like just like in the little outskirts. Like you might find them in the city. I don't know. They probably got some like that modern warfare type stuff like that. But like nah, like the outskirts of the country, bro, you know it's out there, bro. I'm telling you right now. Like
I had two paintballs growing up, or two paintball guns growing up.
Y'all heard about the new water park in Texas City?
The
Huge blue lagoon.
Yeah, blue. What is it called? Yeah.
It's huge. It's crazy.
It's a new one? Another?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like the Bahamas out there.
Because they had one already, like a man-made one that was like a couple years old.
Oh, the Blue Lagoon. I have seen that.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
I mean, they
I
should.
see
There's so many people
somebody that-
here.
I think it's the
Like,
same
wow.
one. I think I've been there.
There's so many people that.
It's crazy how they putting these parks together because we got like it's. I mean, I guarantee it ain't nothing like
You don't
this
have a little
joint.
water park
Well,
in the BCS?
nah, like
Central Park, the duck pond.
nah, that's hilarious. Yeah, Bear X. You ever heard of Bear X?
Oh,
Yeah,
Bear
that's
X is pretty
dope.
cool though.
Yeah, now, like I said, it ain't.
Voting.
Look, they got waterboarding and everything. You stand on the waterboard and
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit is at the Bahamas.
Hey,
So that looks way better than Galveston.
Most definitely.
What?
Not even a question.
That is close.
it's
You don't have to go all the way to Galveston. That's
It's that
actually
even
low key
Texas.
messed up. They cut Galveston off by the neck by doing that. 'Cause you don't-
What?
You just stop in Texas City. You don't have to go all the way to Galveston.
Oh,
And
different.
it's
I mean,
prettier.
But I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, like, that
like
was-
Houston stay trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how Kima exists. You know what I'm saying? Like
Galveston is nice compared
It's
to how
like
it used to look. Y'all remember
yeah.
how it used to look? It used to be real trash.
I used to
You
go
know,
to
the
the
kids
Galveston
look
Seaweed
horrible.
and
no,
stuff.
like
It's really
they
Clean
really
up
be
the
trying
seawall and
to. Yeah,
everything.
like I say, they trying to clean up out there, man. Like there's only so much you can do because like it's just.
They gonna
Yeah,
start bringing in white sand. I'll go.
Look, I still go to Galveston in my Timbs, so I'm still doing it. Like in my Timbs, on the sand, like I don't trust nothing in this sand. Like,
Nah, that's real.
jellyfish be all dead and like bottles. I'm like, man, this is a beach, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Yeah, humans are wild, bro.
Those little like ghost crabs that like run around at nighttime are so cute.
On the rocks.
On the beach.
Yeah, on the
they little
beach.
crabs.
At nighttime, like you won't see them if you don't look for them because they're so little and they're like
Like
almost
literally like
invisible.
transparent.
But if you like look across, like look from the side, you'll see them like flying everywhere. I'm like, how do they not get stepped on?
I call them water roaches.
Oh.
They do it like.
That's what I think shrimps
They
are.
be on the rocks.
Yeah, for real.
They be on the
I
rocks.
think
Wait,
shrimps
do you
are.
not eat shrimp?
Oh no, yeah, I'm a
Oh,
vegetarian. I don't eat no kind of meat, no fish, no pescatarian. I'm straight vegetarian. Like kind of vegan, because I just be going back to like the cheese, because it's easy to get like cheese.
Yeah, cheese is hard to
Cheese, bean and cheese
Cheese is
burrito.
delicious.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have never had just a bean burrito. That sounds.
That sounds like a bad day.
Yeah, so I get like bean and cheese
Pizza.
burrito.
It's pizza beef.
Yeah,
Nah,
they got-
you can make it vegan, but
yeah,
nah,
they got a
it's
mixed
not, bro.
vegan joint out here. Mixed
We getting
vegan
a lot of them joints, and I like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Wasn't
appreciate that.
Houston
yeah, Houston Atlanta vegan.
Oh,
They're
okay.
fire. They're a food truck.
We saw them at the festival at
Yo,
what
and
was
it's coming
that?
up again.
What festival was that?
That was oh my gosh, you would ask me that. Like,
Because they were skating everywhere.
Yo, it was fire.
I got chicken and waffles.
We
like,
got it was like no, it was last summer.
year. Yeah.
Was it summer? Yeah, but it's annual though. So like, no, it wasn't it the vegan festival?
Oh, it was the vegan festival.
It was the vegan
Yeah.
festival. That's exactly what it was.
And the Houston Atlanta, I got vegan chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
And it was
No,
delicious.
it slapped.
Word?
It
Yes.
slapped.
Nah, some vegan food, definitely.
Yeah, you
Yo.
should check out Corny Vibes, man. Like Corny Vibes is real good.
Corny Vibes?
Yes, Corny Vibes is like they got like I love the hot chicken. Like you can actually got a bone in. It's not a bone,
What?
but yeah, it's like
Yeah.
bone in. You got boneless. Corny Vibes is amazing. They do like
Like a black
flautas.
alternative.
I haven't had flautas in years, and I love flautas. I was able to do flautas. They got tacos.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Mexico.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mexico.
Right.
Right.
What's that about moving?
Yes. What I had
Shout out to
something.
Taco Cabana. Jesus. I love it.
I had something
Yes.
Mexican-ish when I was in Las Vegas, and I was like, "That's not what it is."
Yeah.
And they had like it was weird.
Once you get past that,
It was the what is the quesadilla?
No, the quesadilla was really good. It didn't taste like a quesadilla. Yeah, it wasn't like quesadilla feeling stuff. It was like some weird other stuff, but it was really good. That's what it was. Yeah, it was really good. I don't know what they put in it. It was beans in it. Have you ever had beans in your quesadilla?
I don't think I've ever.
Yeah, there was beans in it. I was like, what is
Beans,
this? But it was
rice,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
beans in a quesadilla?
Beans, rice, yeah. That's right. Well, that's how.
Supposed to be just cheese though.
Cheese and
Nah,
meat,
maybe that's
meat
the-
and
that's-
like veggies.
Yeah. Like
We're basic. Apparently.
Yeah, right. Tell me
Ladies and
something.
gentlemen, we are basic.
I even got a whole frame though.
So y'all like Taco Bell, Taco Cabana?
Oh no, taco seed for sure.
Yeah.
Taco seed. First of all, I was gonna say like. I can get the Skittles slushy, yes, but can I get it with tequila?
Go
No.
Then I can take it to I can leave. I can get it in a drive-through.
And they $2? That they probably went out. That probably went up since the
They
inflation.
even
Like
got shots still. They
$2.
got the little bottle.
No, that's what I'm saying,
Yes,
bro. Like
yeah.
since the pandemic, they had to do that.
And the
And
thing
you get them at the
is,
drive-thru.
they were giving 2 shots with every drink. And I'm like, that's way more than they put in there. Yes. During the pandemic, yes. I was trying to get
Oh yeah,
shots.
we
And they were like
boys
little
get
humidors.
lit, but yeah,
Yes,
the
I
little
was like,
baby humidor.
Ooh, I'm yeah.
They trying to get you out.
Oh yes.
So
What?
my mom taught at my high school at Brown High,
Oh,
and we used to always go to Taco Cabana right across the street, and she would get a margarita. And I remember like, we were just like really young, and I was like, I don't know what this green drink is that she always gets, but it looked delicious. Yes. And so when I drink a margarita, I think of like back to my childhood of how much I wanted whatever that was.
Hey, and they got way more flavor choices now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
they do.
Like that was crazy when they started putting those. I was like, yo.
So we met this guy. That's the
Okay.
one I told you. He's a producer in Atlanta,
Okay.
and he actually walked up to us and was like, "Hey, I want to hang out with y'all. What are y'all doing?" And so And so, I don't know, like, he's like, come out to Atlanta, whenever y'all come out to Atlanta, like, hit him up.
What
He's
was it
really
that
young.
drew to you to Atlanta? I mean, there's obvious, but like you're saying that have you already done work or like
Yeah,
been out there?
I worked in Atlanta a couple times. That was one, but that was before Tyler Perry built the big studio. So
Yeah.
With that,
Have you been out there?
Not since. It's been but a lot of Hollywood went out there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, of course, because it's literally Black Hollywood.
I mean, it's all Hollywood now.
No, that's absolute fact, and that's
It is, yeah. Black
that's-
freaking most opportunities for black.
But would you say that like the point of it being like, well, because how long have they been using that out there, like Marvel and those, like,
Marvel's the biggest one.
but it's like that's only like relatively recent, right?
Last
Him
couple
House?
of years, right before the pandemic, actually, then when the
Right.
pandemic hit,
Yeah.
people started shifting that way. So it's
But
like,
he's got for
yeah.
precedence, music. His,
I was trying
it's
to have
Kim
a
Doss.
group conversation here.
Oh.
That's when you mentioned Atlanta, I was bringing that to the table.
Bro, my bad. You know the
Yeah.
kickback, I always tune out.
Oh yeah.
I
Like,
do.
I be in my own.
He was trying to like tell him.
Oh my gosh, one of the dopest people I've ever met was I was on live. Matter of fact,
And jumped on the live.
He jumped in the live, right?
Oh yeah, let me go.
Shouts out to my guy, man. I'm actually fixing to pull him up too because we need to get him on the show. But his name is Vocal Redu. Shout out to you, my guy. I appreciate you, man. Like one of the coolest dudes. He's actually a recording artist, performing artist, and like he's super dope. Like he's one of those. And I'll say a few names. It'll kind of give you the idea of the type, but like Erica and like. Three Stacks, right? Like that really eclectic. Even that, like he from Louisiana, so like he's got that hard like bounce feel to it as well. You know what I mean? Like dude is like mad dope, super talented. But yeah, he was on the live, right? I'm trying to tell her the story about how I met dude because we was at a poetry slam the night before. Bro, I'm trying to tell the story. We ended up wanting to go get breakfast, and he was just in the booth. You know what I'm saying? Like just chilling. I'm like, we sit down. We ended up right next to him, and we chopped it up. And like the stage, you know, IG and shit. We was there like 2 hours, right? Like really got tight. Come to find out it's this dude. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. We just posted up. You know what I mean? Kind of like what you were talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like how easy it is to meet famous people. But like one of the things that really kind of like humbled me in the mindset of like, oh yeah, I can more than likely have a conversation with any famous person is that like, you know, we're all human beings.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we all breathe the same air. You know what I mean? Like we all need water, food, shelter, all those like being loved, like all of that. So it's like everybody has their own situation that they're dealing with at the moment, and like you know what I mean. And if you could be just empathetic in the sense of like another human being having that experience is like that'll make you be able to. And I feel like that's like, truth be told, that was actually a lesson that I learned just generally in life, to where like you don't like esteem people too high, you know what I mean, and like idolize people, you know what I mean, or think that people are not accessible and touchable, you know what I mean.
I don't know. We sitting with a whole celebrity right now. So.
But
I was listening to Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj, she's like, I be in my own little world, you know? So I feel like celebrities, they really want people to come talk to them because they feel like people don't
sometimes, because again, we're human and we're not all cut the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, like you have some that are super approachable and some that are super anti. You know what I mean? Like, and matter of fact, to the point that you made earlier, like just the first thought when you were talking about how Cat, like you, like on the elevator, he turns around. Like I'm thinking, my first thought is like maybe, just maybe, he doesn't want to be noticed.
I mean, he's noticeable. Everybody know Cat.
Right.
It's probably, I think, like,
From the back.
I think when I met him,
I would know Cat from the back. Yikes.
All I know is the hair. His hair. I think.
he probably had like a show or something. You know
That's
what I mean?
his
I
thing,
think
his
that
hair.
time he was out there, he was having like a show or.
So maybe he was kind of like trying to make
in
it.
that moment or meditating or
Yeah, probably just meditating.
Yeah.
Like zoning out.
Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
Cat Williams
That
had a
makes
joke
sense.
everywhere you go.
See, and that's why he turned around and
Right.
I feel like he was mad at something when you met him.
I don't think he was mad about it, man. It was just
He
some
just wanted
celebrities
his
just.
own space.
Yeah, especially in LA. When they're in LA,
the
they
fuck
work.
back, nigga. I don't want to.
When you say that to me, say something. I want to hear something. That didn't make me laugh. That's probably what it is.
And
They
it's-
chill.
Right,
Chill
he
like
doesn't-
zoo animals.
Right, exactly. I was just gonna
Right,
say,
exactly.
a monkey.
Yeah.
Hell nah. Hell nah. Cause like that'll be some of the best stuff, especially if you're talking to a comedian. Just have a conversation. You know what I mean? Like,
tell me a joke.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's cool. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
going to talk to Cat with.
Right,
Like,
correct.
he's
You
like,
ain't getting a
I
free
don't
joke.
Exactly. I think I'm professional.
Right, that's my job.
I tell you jokes in 45 minutes.
right, exactly.
$400.
Like I said, do not talk to me. I want to hear a joke. We just gonna skip past my guys. Golly, yes, tap, dance. Oh, that's terrible, man. It's terrible.
That's terrible. That's
Don't
terrible.
turn artists into caricatures, man. Like that's not what we do this shit for.
So, I forget what the other. So Coop from Empire, was at our casino, and so my sister took a picture with her.
Oh wow.
And so she was texting me because I was out on the lawn trying to do some like upload some media and stuff. Like I'm like I gotta
Working.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, come here, hurry, you gotta come here. So I come, and she's like, she's over there. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, I don't really want to I don't want to bother her. Like she's.
Did you watch Empire? Were you familiar?
I watched Empire early.
So you
So
didn't
not
catch
delayed
her?
on. No, but I still knew of her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been in other stuff too.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
I loved her in all of them. Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah.
my boy Kareem Grimes, preach. You see you, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know. I recognized her.
Yeah.
But
Well
yeah.
enough, you know.
So my sister
I know
apparently
you.
walked
You're
up to
famous.
her. So this is the story my sister told. She walked up to Coop and was like, "Hey," and she was at the ATM. And she turned around to my sister and was like, "Whoa, you don't come up to you want to look it up? Look it up. You don't come up to people at the ATM. You don't do that." And my sister's like, "Oh my bad." She's like, "Yeah, you good? Like, but yeah, don't do that." She's like, "Okay, my bad." But then she's like, you don't want one picture, blah, blah, blah. You got a picture, and they talked for a little bit.
She's a thug in real life.
Yeah.
About that life.
She had to have like her girlfriend, her wife, or whoever was with her.
Come on.
Oh, her fiance? It's
What
huge.
the hell it is, bro?
I mean, she was the most controversial
Yeah, it was like
person in there, I feel like.
I went up to her and I was
In
like,
what?
"Hey, can I get a
All
picture?"
American.
I've never watched that.
All American is pretty good.
No, it's pretty good.
Maybe you're talking about a different Coop.
No,
No,
it's
yeah,
the same
same
person.
person.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
she's
I-
like, she just said,
I watched Empire. I didn't watch.
Yeah.
American was pretty good. I was into it.
No, it was
Is
pretty
it
I
still-
good.
didn't stop watching it.
It's on.
I don't like the new
CW.
season.
Yeah, it like I feel like
What, All American?
yeah.
It's on
Netflix
CW.
now.
Yeah, it is. It is on Netflix now.
After the first season, I was like, no, second season. I was
Second
It was
like,
good,
It's a
yeah.
different view.
Now that everything is like,
They made it too.
Yeah.
They made it too
Gotta hand it to you.
controversial.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, like, and that's the thing though. It's like what you wanna like. That's what a lot of these joints be doing is like just kind of increase the drama because that's what increases your watchers.
That's Ron from Daily Smoke,
sure,
like
yeah,
our brother channel. The Daily Smoke.
it's just.
So yeah, y'all need to go in and endorse us,
He
man,
was just like
publicly.
every time he got into something, I'm like, man, this stuff.
Some
We
real
need
learn.
to be
Oh yes.
sponsors.
Yeah.
of the
Daily
Daily
Smoke. We
Smoke.
want to sponsor y'all. Y'all need to
Talk
sponsor
to the
us. We
camera.
can have a
Talk to-
whole.
Talk to the camera.
What's the Daily
Oh
Smoke?
my bad. We can have
Daily
a
Smoke.
Daily Smoke. Hit us up. We want to do some sponsoring with y'all. Do like a little. We don't really do that. We have a really good relationship. They shout us out all the time.
All the time.
I troll their live feed. I be like, hey, because they. Oh my god.
They've been on the show.
There's
They
like.
got vapes. They got.
No, they
No,
got
they daily smoke.
Yeah.
They smoke.
Backwoods.
They want to smoke.
Whatever they want to smoke.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Shots of 420 coming up.
Coming up.
Oh yeah.
420 coming up.
You have a concert?
Oh,
Right?
it's going-
Oh yeah, that's it. You
It's
so
going
right.
crazy.
At Taylor's.
I'm so excited about
Yeah.
that. I'm not gonna be able to contain my energy on the stage. For sure.
And that's
Don't
what
shoot
bring
it.
the
Why
people
would you?
in.
You better leave it all on the
I'm going
stage.
crazy. I'm going crazy. I'm gonna have the
Please.
dancers with me up there, twerking, the guided girls. all
Do
that.
it.
It's gonna
Do
be
it
so
all.
crazy.
Thank you for coming through for us
So
this
apparently-
For
weekend.
sure.
Oh yes.
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 I appreciate the opportunity for sure.
Yes, he's saying we had a grand opening that we were booked for, and I was in Las Vegas, so I was like, crap, I need to find some people I can trust, whatever. So the Daily Smoke homeboy, Big Ruck from the Daily Smoke, we were just talking about that.
Shout out to my guy.
He's from the Daily Smoke. Okay.
Yeah, he's from the Daily Smoke. Yeah, so y'all met and everything.
Yeah, we met. Yeah.
Yeah.
We follow each other.
So that's my bro.
Yo, that's one of the best human beings I know.
Yep.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah,
He was
like,
like, I thought I was sounding
solid.
bad, and he turned my voice up some more. I was like, okay, I guess it's okay. You
Yeah.
know? I was like, damn. But it was
Yeah, they
it was
enjoyed
fun,
y'all.
laid back.
They said they had a really good experience with Off the Wall, so
Yeah.
thank y'all. Appreciate
Eventually,
it.
I put on some Drake and Chris Brown and just acted like I was one of them.
Oh yes,
It
you
was
are
fun.
one of
They
them.
enjoyed it. They enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, they said their customers really liked y'all. So I was like,
Yo, shouts out to what's the
so shout out to Therapy Lounge.
Come on.
Actually, she sent a message earlier and invited us out.
Yeah, we gotta pull up. Like, I'm all about that.
So Off the Wall dates.
So let's talk about it. Like, what's Therapy Lounge? Because we all pulling up. So
Okay.
we, you know.
So Therapy Lounge is a new black women owned paint and sip. It's BYOB.
Come on.
So come and get lit. I think they also sell some alcohol and then also sell food as well, like a food truck or something like that. But yeah, paint and sip. So how did the place look? I haven't been.
It's pretty nice. It's like they're setting up, you know, I mean, it's a nice startup, you know, and I see the vision. I feel like they're trying to go somewhere with it for sure.
That's awesome.
They had the, what you call it, the canvases, and it was cool. I had a shot of Hennessy, and
That is
I
always
enjoyed
cool.
myself. Yeah, it's like family. It's very family oriented. I can see they had their family come out and support. They had a big jumping thing out front. The kids running around. It was cool.
Actually,
And
it's
like it was something going on next door too. So
Oh, okay.
Where's it located?
Homestead.
Yeah, Homestead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mom of the owner actually reached out to me first about a month or so ago and was like, hey, what do y'all offer? And I was like, media entertainment packages. And so I sent it. And then the daughter, who is the owner, I guess, she messaged me and was like, hey, so I want to book y'all. So
I'm
yeah.
okay to the daughter.
The daughter, yeah, her name is, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, Ranchon?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're all really sweet though. So yeah, she invited us out today. So whenever, I gotta look at my schedule.
Oh, it's another event?
No, she just wants us to come out there and just, she's off the wall, like,
Do the things.
Okay.
yeah, for us to go out there and paint. Y'all wanna go paint and stuff?
Let's go.
That's lit.
Try to pull up. What up?
It's BYOB.
Oh, that'll be, yeah.
We set the date.
Let's
We gonna make
pick a
it happen.
date.
We bringing the Casamigos. We coming.
Oh, shit, guys,
BYOB.
yes,
Yo.
we will.
Alright, I gotta get back.
Bring your own bud.
To BTS.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great hanging out with you.
Thank y'all
Good
for
to
having
see
me.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bro.
Good meeting y'all.
Yes.
I told him he's a whole new dude.
Like,
The
yeah.
haircut.
Yeah.
He had locks.
Yeah.
How long did you have him?
2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Right after Judas and the Black Messiah, I was like, I ain't never going. I ain't never cut my hair. Black and black, man.
I'm black, y'all.
It was time, springtime, you know, switch it up.
Supposed to get hot as hell and take
Yeah,
it.
for real. It was hot
Yes.
today.
Boy.
I was like, oh, okay.
See, that's one thing I'm grateful
It's a little
for.
spicy.
You know, the AC do work at my J. So I'm grateful for that. I can turn mine off at the crib until I get there. Yikes. Yeah, stay hydrated, my friends.
Yes.
Yes, get
Ticks.
Las Vegas dehydrated me. I kept trying.
Good quality H2O.
Goodness gracious. They're drinks, I swear. Like, the thing is, you wait about an hour, like, especially at those pool parties, you wait about an hour to get your drink. But it's super hella strong, so you're not really complaining.
Like,
okay, it's like, I'll take it. Yes.
Then you order another one while you're sipping out.
Oh my gosh.
boy.
I made some mistakes. Mistakes were made. Right. I'm like, I learned a lot the first time. Like, 'cause that's my first time going as an adult, so now I'm a little better equipped. This time.
Now you know.
I know.
Y'all need to get that shot too.
Right.
Yep. Let me get to Yep. We gonna.
There's always something going on though. Anybody here got something going on? Anything y'all wanna?
Working on the mixtape, you know what I'm saying? Switch up, drop it real soon. You know what I'm
If
saying?
I must.
If I must, the mixtape is dropping real soon. The switch up is coming. It's gonna also be a visual too. It's gonna be a visual mixtape, cause you know I want to showcase, my little acting skills, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Working on that.
Invite me on the set sometime.
Yes.
I'll just let you know.
I probably gotta get one of your media packages like
Hey.
while we here.
So not an invitation, like a booking, like
Yes.
come work.
Come
Yes. Always. My work is my play, man. It's so crazy. I got lectured this weekend that I work too much and that I'm too nice to people.
No.
But when you're having fun, is it work?
It's not. I enjoy it. It's so. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Like I've always been that person that picks up the camera and takes pictures and videos and stuff like that. I've always been the person. You know, like I've always been like a director, producer. Like that's just. And I love seeing visions come to life and making them happen. And then like the beginning to the end product and how the end turns out totally different than expected, but like badass and amazing. Like man, I love it. Like that's life.
Facts.
Better be patient.
Facts. Yes, man. Like I'm really on the same steez. Like I've actually been in the studio as well.
Nice.
Come on.
I'm
Work don't stop.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited because me and my guys, shout out to TOT, we've actually been we started working together 10 years ago, almost 13 years ago, or 11 years ago rather, but they've been together for over 15 years, right? This is my little brother and his crew of friends that like I just happen to, you know, have my own connections with in other ways, but we got together, started working, and didn't really push. Right? And so we're like, yo, everybody had these different conversations and we got all together and was like, I sent the mass text out like, yo, we gotta work. Like if we gonna do it, we might as well. So we've been in the lab, we've been cooking, you know.
I'm trying to get 2 people at a time. Y'all too.
Yeah, man. I spent all 2020 making beats and it was just kind of like, you know what, it gotta be put to some sort of use, you know what I mean? And I haven't stopped, you know what I mean? It was just like that particular period was great for that. You know, like everything's at the house, you're not leaving, you know what I mean? And so I was like, man, I was in the lab every single day and it built a pretty dope skill set to where now I can hear something and I can replicate it or make it, you know what I mean?
So I'll call sometimes when he's in the studio. He'll put me on FaceTime and just sit me there and I get to be in the studio. Like I love how he runs his sessions. I just like to watch it because he be getting on to them people. Like and sometimes they don't want to hear it, but he like everything he's saying is true.
You know, you want to know
I'm sensitive about my shit.
right?
But we're not worried about the sensitivity.
Right, we want it to be the dopest thing possible. It was so funny. The last session that I had that
My phone's dying. Who has it?
like one of my guys was like,
He said you have the prettiest smile.
yo,
She does. She really does.
one of my guys was like I had it thought of this way, but when you said something, like it was hard for me to get it in my mind, like wrap my mind around like I know what you're saying for me to do. I was just giving him a suggestion of saying a line differently so it'll land in the meter on time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm real big on that James. It's got to be on the one, right? Nah, it wasn't offbeat. It wasn't offbeat. That's the thing. But it needed to land in a different beat.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, okay, so if you just say it a different way, it'll hit like that. And I only had to have him do it like 3 or 4 more times, right? But it was the simple fact of the process of you have it done one way and somebody's trying to tell you, no, do it this way, right? But and like you said, oh, I'm sensitive about my shit. Like, yeah, so am I. You know what I'm saying? I want your shit to be top tier, top notch. And he was like, after we was done, he was like, yo, I say to the grade, Dr. Dre is the greatest producer ever lived. Argue me about it, right? And he's like, why? Because he will have you in the studio saying one bar for hours. If it ain't right, he not taking it. And he will tell you, doesn't matter who you are, right? Like, and he's worked with all of the greatest, like in art, especially in our genre, between hip hop and R&B, and you know what I mean? Like, come on, the list is endless. But it's a certain standard. His mixes are a certain way because, you know what I mean? Because how he's trained and how he pushes each artist that he works with to be the best version. And like, I wasn't even thinking about that when he said it, but I was like, well, yeah, I can relate to, I understand Like, I never thought about it from that way, but like, I understand why they like that.
Yeah, I mean, because his name is going on it as well.
Right.
Like
That's
Like, I
facts.
wouldn't crap out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's facts.
And I am open to that.
That's
Because
good.
it's just like, if I do what's best for the song, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You tell me what's best for the song.
Yeah.
You see, you tell me pull up. You tell
I'm
me
calling you to the studio.
What kind of music you do?
I do a little mix of everything. I can rap, but I'm trying to.
My dude rap,
Country.
he sings, he do poetry,
That's
bro.
what I
Like,
like on that.
Yes.
So yeah, I do a little
That's a
bit of
good one.
everything.
That's a good one.
I like to try to think
love
outside the box.
country.
You know what I mean? Like everybody raps, so I'm like,
Sister K. Michelle trying to do that. Like,
yeah, something like that.
Kimberly Page.
Some country.
Hey, how you doing? Jeez.
Oh, do country.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You're wild. She got discovered in Nashville, or she from Nashville? One of the two. She
Yeah.
got discovered.
And that's the thing too. Like moving to Atlanta, man, Nashville.
oh
right
my
there,
gosh, you got everything right there at arm's reach. You got Miami right up the road. You got Charlotte, which is coming up.
Exactly.
Like, I actually thought about moving to Charlotte. Shout out to North Carolina. Like, they're doing some things.
Yeah,
Shot.
for real. Mm-hmm. Charlotte.
Yeah, you got a lot of people migrating
J.
from the
Cole
Northeast.
spot, huh?
Yeah,
Mhm.
but like, you got a lot of people now migrating the same way that people was leaving New York for Miami. That's what they're doing for Charlotte.
Yeah. And I heard
Because
about
land is
that.
cheaper.
Yeah.
You know, it's way in comparison. It's like, okay, if I'm leaving New York, am I gonna go to Miami or nah? I'm going to Charlotte.
Yeah, for real.
So how do y'all think the Charlotte people feel? Like we feel in Houston?
Oh yeah.
Everybody come
Everybody
here?
want them to come. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just spent a lot of time in Austin. There, you know, all the Californians came to Austin, and
Mhm.
the Austonians are like, nah, man, get you out,
Right.
get out of here.
But I love Austin because they keep the truth to Austin.
I love Austin.
They don't
Yeah,
shit
Austin's
like
I love
dope.
Austin.
Austin
It's
is
definitely
cool.
California.
That's
now.
their slogan. Keep Austin weird. That's
Yeah,
it.
man.
But that's really weird to me. Like, this weird thing I have with Texas. Like, I've traveled all over the state, and I'm like, yo, what's crazy about this state is the fact that we have so many parts of the country that actually exist in Texas.
Man.
Even before the Californians started coming, if you drive through Austin, just like the entire perimeter when you're going through the hills and you see, bro,
It's
that
so
looks
really
like
like
Cali.
Yeah.
It literally looks like San Fran or something like that.
And Colorado,
It's
we in
really
Colorado
Correct,
too.
correct.
Yep.
Correct. Especially depending on the time of year you go, like it's wild. It's wild. Matter of fact, it also looks like Tennessee.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yup. It's crazy. It's crazy. But then we have like I said, like the different climates that you go into, like come on, you got something like Wisconsin or something like that if you drive through the Piney Woods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the Midwest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Texas, it reinvents itself like every so many miles.
correct.
So many miles.
Yeah,
Correct.
This is so big, man. I mean,
Right.
I feel like Texas. I just love it because like we got our own thing, and it's just like we so cool.
Literally our own
Like,
everything,
even
right?
not dancing, like we just jig, like we live right here. That's it. This week, when we come in, that's it. You know, other.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you just did that. I'm gonna post this reel. It's you dancing at the thing. I was gonna post it last week. I'm posting it this week.
I got to run. Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, it's the first time I ever shook my hand. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hi, man.
Because you are literally the one that vocalize. That's the thing about your opera. Like, you like to vocalize and make sure it's noticed.
Yeah.
Let's recognize the fact that
This
this
is
was an awkward moment.
It was. It really was like
It looked.
And like the-
it was your lead for me. It was the
right. I just wanted to try to put some care, as much care as I could into it.
yeah, like make the handshake feel like
Yeah,
a hug.
yes, exactly.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, no, as
There
close
was-
as possible.
There was no possible way
This was gonna
any
be a hug.
handshake that you gave would feel the same as a hug. No way.
Yes, I know. I was trying though.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I literally saw that moment play
Because
out right
we
here
literally
in my
had that
lap.
conversation last episode or something, and I was like, I don't like when like men go to like shake my hand.
We
Like,
did
it's-
talk about it.
if we're like friends or like we have a personal relationship or whatever. Even like you know, and even kind of sort of on the business, but like we're in entertainment, so we're more family than you know. But yeah, and so I just hate when they're like trying to dap me up. I'm like a lady.
Bro.
I'm like.
Bro.
So like during the pandemic when everyone was scared of everybody, I would be like, hi. guy.
I call off awkwardness too, like even family. Like if I'm going to hug family or something, somebody try to give me a side hug.
Like,
Like, you gonna give me a stepmama hug?
Yeah.
Stepmama hug.
Right.
It's the hug when y'all both go the same way. Like you both like they and you almost kiss each time. You're like, oh god, oh gosh. Like okay, you go that way, I go this way.
So that's why I do the handshake first, so I know. Like if I do this, we know which way we going. You go that way, I'm going this way. They got the hug.
The most awkward shit is like the half in the handshake. Y'all ever did that when somebody used to shake their hand and they got their fist out and
then you shake.
they open their
It's like
hand.
rock, paper, scissors.
That shit is terrible. It's terrible. I'm like, okay, we
Not the rock, paper, scissors.
I swear, oh my god, I really hope I get in that situation one day so I can just like kill their rock with my paper. Like,
oh, it'd be on then. Oh, you trying to
next time somebody tries to fish with me, I'm just gonna be like, I win.
Now, and see, like, I feel like part of it is how the person holds their hands. Like, for example, now this is a little bit skewed, but like, I would never try and shake your hand, especially with these nails that you got. There's no way that I'm gonna dap you up. Like, we finna pound. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna scratch all up your wrist.
Nah. Knuckle your butt.
But it's like a proper way to shake hands though, because it's like I went to the
you just get all this.
I went to the police academy. They call that the fish. You don't want to. It does feel squirmy when you do that, and I'm like when you shake somebody's hand.
Oh God!
Right here.
Oh, what's happening?
With this hand right here.
Okay.
That's like right there, because you know. Okay, look.
That's like when you playing that game and you're an assassin and you try to like scratch on.
Nah. So like squeeze my hand as hard
What
as
are
you
you?
can. Squeeze it hard as you can. Is that it?
I don't want to hurt you.
No, you can go because I just want to see it.
That's it.
Squeeze my hand. Sorry. Yeah. There we go. That's a man and heart. Okay, now.
I'm a woman.
Now they say not a thing for that. The reason why you do this is so people won't do that. Now try to squeeze it again. That it ain't doing it. You ain't doing it. You can't do it. That's
So
how
what was the difference?
Okay, so squeeze it.
This?
Yeah, squeeze hard.
I think people judge you by
With
your
my finger
handshake,
out?
believe it or not.
No, squeeze me. Squeeze my hand. Yeah.
People judge you by handshakes and hugs though. For
Can't
real.
do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how you got to first.
Yeah, I've been squeezed really hard by somebody and I'm like,
Yeah, I was like the Matrix. I'm a woman. Oh my bad, dog.
that was a right, like, dang.
Yo,
Hey,
yo, man.
high five you. No, I'm not even gonna high five.
Right,
you.
see? You don't want a big up. Oh my God,
If it's
no.
awkward, I feel like you don't like me. I'm like, why is this awkward? You feel some type of way about it. Like,
He take it personally.
I take it very personally. If there's
Which you
awkward
should
moments,
take
I it
personally.
personally. I'm like, that's just not how you do things.
Yeah.
That's not how it goes. Don't do it like that.
Don't do that.
I met you before, motherfucker.
Guess what's also not what you do?
What?
Knock down the camera when someone's laughing. I'm just kidding. No, we're good. Like this is.
He came in here stealth with
I knew it,
the
too.
shoulder. He
We're
said,
so
"Oh,
cute.
I did. I was like, oh. My foot is a 13,
See,
not
I'm
a
just
12.
saying.
Right.
Oh.
It was a little off.
I had to lift up a little bit.
Look,
And then she gonna come.
And then I went to
like,
sit down. I was like, oh, she's mad.
I got it.
I was not mad.
She's like, that is so weak.
That's
I'm gonna
accurate.
go back and look because that's
That's accurate.
She was like, that is weak. And I just kept looking at the
You're
camera.
coming in this week to the office for a formal apology. No, I just think that'd be really fun. So what's funny or what's good is like creating propaganda, like friendly propaganda, stuff like that. Like when you have a relationship with another business or like you're a business, you're a singer. Like, you know, friendly propaganda back and forth, like that boosts both sides.
Yeah.
It shows that you're a team player and, you know, people want to watch.
Relationship.
Yeah.
Business relationship. friendship.
Collaboration.
look, Zone has officially been banned from off the wall TV.
Screenshots.
He will now be forced to tune in from home, or perhaps from the
Can
parking
you lower
lot.
my sentence to suspension, please?
Oh, can we talk about? Oh my bad.
No, keep going.
Can we talk about how Adrian partied harder than I did on my birthday?
Adrian.
Well, we were supposed to meet up at another club. club or something. And I was the only one that stayed. Like nobody else went.
He's the only one who went in.
Oh, at a birthday.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they said
They called me.
were too
Everybody
bougie
called
for
me.
the club.
I'm not going.
Both you
I'm like
and
crazy.
Wu-Tang left.
Cause
Yes.
I saw you stumbling out from the bathroom when we was all in the front, and I was like, "Oh no, she's not going nowhere." I was like,
That was,
okay.
we had only just begun.
That was the pregame.
Jeez.
I feel like everybody stopped you on the way out, and I was like, "Oh." She,
Oh yeah, there was a whole entourage. I couldn't go like.
They knew it was your
step.
birthday. Everybody knew it was your
I
birthday.
guess so.
I'm a piece of different.
Nah, there was a whole moment that happened in the bathroom.
Oh
that you
my
don't know
God.
about.
And the thing is, I could tell a story, but I don't really remember it like that. So.
I do.
I just remember going in there and realizing there was no toilet paper, and I was like, "There's no toilet paper," so I asked him to bring some
Bro.
toilet paper.
Bro, ponder replay. First of all, I walked her to the bathroom. She didn't know how to get there, and she didn't feel like she would make it.
Wow, he added that extra last part. Like, I knew I would make it.
No.
Just not on time.
I mean,
Listen.
that was
Listen.
extra.
Yes.
Go ahead though.
Correct.
Extra's cool. Read all about it.
Did not make that
Yes.
show.
What was that? Friendly propaganda? Oh, getting all up in arms, are we? No. But yes, no, she was on one. Needed help to get to the bathroom.
Yeah. Okay. Pause. I was on one because people showed up in waves. Y'all showed up in waves.
And give me
Okay.
a shot.
So every time a new, like when Zonum came, like every time someone came, they were like, "Ooh, we gotta catch up with y'all." And they're like, and I'm like, "Yeah, y'all gotta catch up." And they're like, "Well, I'm gonna buy you a shot when they go to catch up." So every time a wave came, they bought me. I was like, "I'm done with shots." Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna. Thank you. Okay, so that's why.
It normally
Continue.
be me on the other side of that, by the way. I'll be the one lit.
Because I'm usually the driver.
So we get to the bathroom. She goes in. I'm standing outside. Avi. She says, "There's no toilet paper. Can you bring me some?"
I didn't text.
No.
Oh, I just yelled it.
You literally yelled it from the other side of the door. I'm like, yikes. So I have to go into the men's, grab a roll, like snag a roll from one of the stalls.
While he's doing that,
And then
this girl comes up next to me.
No.
Oh.
She came in behind me.
Oh.
As I was coming into the bathroom, I saw them. As I'm coming out of the bathroom, they're coming in the bathroom. Right? I gave her the roll, and I'm like, I'm walking out the door like, nothing to see here. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Guy coming out of the restroom.
Right?
And she gets in the stall next to me, and she's like, "There's no toilet paper." And I was like, "I've got toilet paper." She's like, "Let me have it." So I roll it over to her.
Yes, and
And
they
then-
come out cackling.
Yeah, we were just laughing because it was.
Because that was the same one that wasn't it? She was celebrating her birthday or something like that, or was it her friend that was celebrating?
I don't think she.
It was her friend.
Yeah.
She was a friend of the other birthday person in the club.
But you know how girls would be in the restroom, they're like, "Ooh, girl, you so sick, you so cute. Oh, look at this, look at that." And that was like her. So I was like, to be honest,
That's how it
you
is.
cute too. Look at your dress. Look at you did this.
That's drunk.
So yeah, we became best friends in the back room.
Women
According to-
empowerment.
Yeah,
Women
according to
empowerment.
that, you know, all the girls
Oh,
standing
yes.
in the line for the restroom, you know, they.
they're
No,
doing
they-
other things.
No, but see, that's totally different now. But we really be in there on some like.
Yes.
Even
meet
we
the drunk girls at a bar and you in the bathroom, like you gonna come out with all the confidence you need.
Exactly.
And a new friend. Yes. And then they'll see you on the other side of the dance floor, they're like, "What's up, girl?"
Y'all best friends.
Yeah.
And the restrooms is sweating, just
Oh yes.
drunk.
Yeah.
Saying words.
Re-putting on lipstick.
Yeah. I know.
Girl, hey, is this showing my butt just right or not enough? What is it?
That's
Okay.
why I was like, okay, now look, like locker room. See that locker room, restroom. What do y'all? Cause like when I hear cause like you know, guys be like, oh man, that's locker room talk. Sometimes the locker room talk be like kind of, cause you know, our former president, he was just like grabbing by the, you know,
Locker
and
room
he
talk
was
is
like, we
different
talk
from
like that in the locker room. I say, wait,
Them two different.
we don't do that.
No.
We don't do that.
Locker
Women,
room.
we don't. So what do y'all like? What is that? What y'all talk about? Grabbing them by the?
Nah,
Locker room talk
it-
is different from bathroom talk. Bathroom is.
Yeah, I want to know y'all's bathroom talk. Like, do
we
y'all
in and out
even
of the
talk?
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, we in and out of the bathroom.
That's crazy.
You
Because
don't
like,
like
if a
that.
girl
I mean,
comes
I
in,
don't
hold
like
on. If a girl comes in and she doesn't say anything, she's washing her hands next to you and she doesn't say anything. Like, that's rude.
That's rude. Can we conversate?
Like, especially if you're drunk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you're drunk and inebriated, making bad decisions, and you won't say hi to me.
Exactly.
Well,
What's
okay,
wrong with me?
so
Occasionally,
I
there's
will
a guy in
say,
there with the napkins and the Jolly Ranchers.
Not the Jolly Ranchers.
Gum, you need more.
That's awkward.
Yeah, I see you, bro. I see you with your days. You know.
hey,
Because they want a tip.
Yeah, they want their tip. Exactly. Other than that, there's no.
but nah, I was actually gonna say like club or bar bathrooms are a little bit different than normal, just anywhere
They're
else.
sitting there half naked.
Cause like, what?
I mean, but so are we.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's
She bigger than the locker room. You know?
no. I mean, I just feel like having a private out is at least half of your body.
Well, we got divided. Nobody.
I was gonna say, look, first of all, look, because the first thing that I'm thinking of myself
Straight
is the little kindergartner that drops the drawers all the way to the ankles just to go to the urinal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that hasn't happened in a very long time. Like somehow we got culture to proper etiquette when using a urinal. I don't know who taught, but apparently.
So do you unbutton your pants or do you just unzip?
Now that's personal preference because some there are some who it would be unfortunate if they just unzipped.
It'd be unfortunate for many of us. Because that zipper is very sharp.
Well,
You
not
know,
only that,
Piss on your pants.
some don't necessarily, but no, some don't necessarily go beyond.
The
But
zipper.
you
gotta pull the zipper back.
You know what I'm saying?
Louise, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Like some of them gotta unbuckle, unbutton, and then unzip, and come down a little bit.
Okay.
No, you just.
Now, because you never.
I never don't
does all the
unbutton
like
the button. I gotta
unbuckles and
unbutton the
zips
button.
and pulls down.
You gotta
He ain't
unbutton the
really
button.
working with much.
And see, there's a difference because I
guess it's
personally.
the size. I don't know. I have to. Everything has to be unzipped, unbuttoned.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, and see.
What did I just say? I don't know now.
No, there's no you're trying to science it. There is no science because
It's just funny to try to make it.
because some of them do that, especially depending on the pants they got on. They gotta go in a little bit and bounce a little bit and they just unzip. When you unbutton, you ain't gotta do all that. But if you just unzip, especially depending on the drawers, like you gotta go up in there, pull that thing out. You know what I'm saying? And it's different. It's different for some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I only see white people in movies do that and jump up and down.
No, that's when it's out already. I'm talking about your kitchen thing.
No, I know what he's talking about. Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah, stick it to.
I'm just over-exaggerated fish this nigga just made. Goddamn.
He's already full stream though, and he pulls the little bounce, and it's like I don't understand that.
Okay, so the closest I feel like I've been to having a penis is when I put the gas in the gas tank, right?
Yeah.
And it's still dripping at the end. And I'm like, so he told me, because I told him I shake it, and he was like, why don't you just let it drip the rest of the way in there? And I was like, I just
wait
feel like
till
I gotta
it's
shake it off.
Nah.
I'll be like, get the little.
Nah, don't do that.
Two sticks. Wait, what did I say about?
Yeah. You shake once.
Oh, like
shake
yes,
once.
yes, I have.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
Terrible. What about you?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah,
I
bad.
don't even do that shit no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I was the one here.
When she was asking if I ever stood over the toilet trying to pee like a boy.
Yeah,
And I was like, yeah, I have. She was like, how was your aim? And I was like, it was trash. It was bad. It was like
trash. You
Yeah.
trying to get
I don't see that working.
squat. I ain't gonna do that now.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, you gotta lift the toilet seat too. Shit.
Be mad at your own self. Like, now you done pissed all over me. Now how you gonna sit down?
Yo, since we talking about it, I be getting so mad, just like my mama used to when I was little. When I go into a restroom, I work at it's supposed to be a nice establishment. I don't feel like you should be going into a place where grown people shit and piss, and literally there's piss all over the toilet.
What happened?
Let me tell you something. I clear, I work at a park. I'm not cleaning my park. The restrooms, look, Man, I'm so
Like it don't make sense.
I don't understand
how disgusting.
It's
when I walk
on the
in,
walls,
there's
it's
gonna
on
be
the
picture
floor,
of
and
it.
then
Poop on the walls. Why?
no, I said piss.
No, but I've seen poop on the walls.
Oh yeah, I don't know how they do that. How that happened? It
But-
probably
but-
the trajectory. I don't know.
Wow.
You know, because some people can't. Like some people be like, "Bruh," and then,
Why would you hold? First of all,
What
why would
was
you
it?
wait so long?
Oh no!
No.
Maybe there was no more time. You know, like when.
But nah, like I don't understand, bro. Like, why is why is this still a thing? And you grown as fuck.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like it's so crazy because it's just like
Yeah,
I
men's
don't-
restrooms are nasty.
Is
they don't flush the toilet. Like I'm literally sitting there. Dude walk in, walk right there. I'm like, damn, what did he do?
Didn't wash his hands.
No
didn't
hands,
flush.
nothing. And don't speak to me. Like you didn't wash your hands, sir. Like I don't get it. Like
I don't
get it.
understand. I am a
I
man.
think America needs to invest in like them foreign toilets, the ones that
The bidet? Oh, yes, I have one.
Before you get up.
Oh,
man.
bro,
That's
I don't, bro.
Seriously.
Those
I don't even-
whoever invented it
Girl clean
is
that's
a
like-
brilliant individual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Wash my butt after
you
every
listen.
toilet.
What are they called?
a bidet.
Bidet. We need bidets in America.
Bro.
We need to make them normal.
Bro, normalize the bidet, bro. If you haven't used one,
Hashtag
Hashtag
normalize.
like
normalized bidets.
facts. Like if you have not used one, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
Like there's no possible look, bro. One of the most embarrassing things I've heard females talk about dudes that got the skid marks. Bro, a skid mark is impossible with a bidet. Like if you got skid marks after using a bidet, you're doing it wrong. Period.
Wait, the stream at the bidet must be like a motherfucking.
And now you
Water
can control
pressure.
you can control the pressure.
It gets there. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be
But
careful.
it's supposed to be like a
You don't
shower
want
on your
no.
butt.
Yeah, you don't want no. You
Literally
don't.
good shit.
You don't want no torpedo going up there. You know what I'm saying?
No, fact.
So like my thing
Oh, wait,
is,
okay.
where's the water coming from?
From the
The same way it's like the faucet and
Okay.
yeah, it's the same.
From the water line.
Yeah, it's
Because I
coming
don't
directly
want
from the
toilet
line.
water to wash. I don't want to be
No.
Right.
toilet water that
Okay,
is-
so there's little nozzles that are like.
That one does have bacteria still though.
Yeah. I just use like the little wipes. I'm into the wipes. I'm
Yeah.
into
Wipes,
the
okay.
flushable wipes.
So
Hey,
what would be cool is
but
to
here's
do
the
the
thing, though.
bidet and then afterwards like do a little pat with wipes. But
After watching like I don't know if y'all been in on like one of those like YouTube or Instagram reels benders where you just end up like in the netherverse.
yeah.
Like ended up on
Rabbit
some
hole.
like you end up in some random spot that's like I don't know how I got here, but I'm stuck. You know, I'm here and I haven't
And
swiped
then I'm looking
out.
at like little frogs singing.
Yo, I ended up watching this guy who cleans septic tanks, right?
No.
Yo, like the biggest thing is he's talking about, hey, you know those flushable wipes? This is what happens, bro.
Say it like this.
Like, yo, like the shit it literally becomes calcified almost to the point where it's like cement, and they have to bust it down with a pickaxe.
So they're not flushable.
They lying to us.
They
It's
need to,
literally-
I need to be a lawyer so I can sue them companies because I can. That is
So they're just like they're not like biodegradable.
Correct.
They're just thin enough to go through the.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yes. And so people are having to pay thousands of dollars just to get their septic
Bust wide
repaired.
open.
Yes. Yes.
It's an interesting word.
This conversation got really dirty.
Yeah.
It really is.
It went into the gutter.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
But yeah, shouts out to the Instagram rabbit hole.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say shout out to the septic cleaners out there.
Oh, them too. Y'all doing
High five.
some dirty work.
Right.
Some stuff that I don't want.
They be
I
putting
would
y'all in
never.
some shitty situations.
Oh
Bro.
my gosh.
Would you want to like what they like pay like $25 an hour? Would you do it?
25 an hour. No, first of all,
Yeah, that's
I don't like. Yeah, that's yeah.
She said
To like play in people's poop every
Not to
day.
clean the poop. No, I clean it. Up out of the septic tanks with the right stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
pressure washer from
Oh,
far.
I love a good pressure washer.
No,
never had to do that.
it's super, yeah,
Yeah.
super satisfying.
like even when you just spill it like in the like Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as I get the suit, it doesn't get on.
Right.
Oh god, like a Teletubby suit.
Oh my
I would
word.
have to be. I would have to be an astronaut suit. if
Without
I
the color,
had
maybe.
septic tank, yeah.
That would make
I like.
I'm not here for
I want a
Just all white.
Teletubby suit. Do you,
Well,
who,
maybe all
wants,
black.
who wants to be a Teletubby with me?
Them things.
Them
things freaked me
I'm
out.
out.
I was terrified of Teletubbies.
Yo,
I did one.
did you hear his
Is there
response?
one? I didn't.
Look, it was the silence. And somebody was like, he was like,
I'm trying to tell you, man. Teletubbies are creepy.
I knew somebody was going. Nobody.
If
So
I
we
get
might
paid
make it
25 an hour,
It's not. 25.
That's
25 an hour?
25 hours is my limit for anything. 25.
You made more than that this weekend.
I did. I made, yeah. That's true.
yes. Oh my
So,
goodness. Oh
What time
yes.
is it? We're good.
It's quarter after.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
It's like 100 hours.
Yep. This has been fun.
It's been
It's
real.
been real.
I have been real. I think I hit the
It's
right.
been real fun.
Alrighty.
All right.
We gonna shut it down. Appreciate y'all for kicking in with the
Anybody
Kickback.
want to help break down, buzz down,
Let's get.
Tatiana?
Peace.